What's up, everybody? Unexpected video for today. I literally just got out of the shower and I was thinking to myself, I want to film a video, but I don't want to film something where I have to plan it and I have to do all this editing and research. I just wanted to sit down and talk and just, I don't know. I like just sitting down and talking sometimes, like when I do my live streams, because I feel like it's a good way for you guys to get to know me more. And I just like chill videos like that. And by the way, if you're wondering why my lips are popping, it's because I got the Shane Gloss, what is it called? Shane Glossin Lip Gloss by Shane and Jeffree Star. Let me tell you, that lip gloss and the chapstick is amazing. Get it. Free promo for you guys. Like they need it. But anyway, like I said, I literally just got out of the shower. It's like, I don't know, 7 o'clock at night. I just got done, got my hair done, stuff like that. And I was like, I want to film something, but I don't want to research and I don't want it to have to be scripted and all that crap, because I don't know if you guys know this or not. Like I said, this is going to be a lot of me talking, but what we're going to get into is I want to tell you guys about some of my like scary childhood paranormal experiences, possibly paranormal. I don't know if they were or not. I was a child, so I'm not sure, but like I said, I just want to sit down and chat and just see where it kind of goes and, you know, hang out with you. I am working on another missing 411 video. I'm doing research for that right now, so if you don't like these types of videos and you want the more like info videos or investigation videos, that'll be coming again, so don't worry. Also, don't forget to like the videos. I should say that at the beginning of the videos, because a lot of people forget to just hit that like button, and it really does help out our videos. You guys are literally the driving force behind our channels. If you guys weren't watching, if you guys weren't liking and commenting, our videos content wouldn't get pushed to other people, because it really does help when you guys engage with our videos. So for those of you that already do engage with me, thank you very much. I really do love hearing all your comments. I try to respond to almost every single comment. I think I do respond to almost everyone. So, and if I don't, then I give it a heart or a like or something like that. Also, it is really hot in this room for some reason. I don't know why. We have the air on still in California. It's still like 85 degrees. I don't know why it's so hot still. I'm not complaining, it's just in this room it's really hot. There's no airflow. But yeah, I just want to sit down and chat, like I said 3,000 times by now. Because usually when I film a video, I don't know if you guys know this, but when I film a video, it usually takes me 3, maybe 4 days to edit it. Now, by no means, I'm not the greatest editor in the world, but I like to put a lot of time into editing my videos. I like to make them creepy. I like to add in music. I like to set the tone of my videos, because, you know, when I do investigations, you don't always catch evidence. You don't always catch a ghost on film to show. So when you don't catch something, you have to add just a creepy atmosphere to the video to still make it entertaining without faking anything. But yeah, that's why I wanted to do a video like this, because I wanted to do something just fun, simple, easy, sit down, chat with you guys. So yeah, I want to get into telling you guys about some of what I think to be my childhood paranormal experiences, and ones that really scared me as a child. I think the video of this is going to be like terrifying childhood experiences. Thinking about them now, I don't think they were really that terrifying, but as a child, I was scared shitless. So the first one that I remember very distinctly is I was laying in bed one night. It was probably late. I still do. I set the sleep timer on my TV, and I don't know, let me know if you're like this or not. I cannot fall asleep unless there's something playing in the background. So I usually set the sleep timer on my TV, and then I end up falling asleep to that. And I did it as a child too. But my TV timer had already turned off. I woke up in the middle of the night and it was dark in the room, and I could hear what sounded like almost like a tick, 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 kind of like that noise coming from my closet. And I had the typical kind of closet where you just slide it open and slide it shut. And I just kept hearing that noise, and of course as a child when you're laying in bed in the dark, anything scares you, right? So I'm laying there, I'm just scared, I'm wondering what the hell is gonna happen next. Is a demon gonna drag me under the bed? Who knows? But I'm laying there and I hear that noise a couple more times, and then I hear this loud bang up against the closet door. It sounds like something fell off the shelf, hit the closet door. It almost even sounded like something kicked the closet door. It was that loud. It took me about 10 seconds after that to muster up the courage to jump out of bed and run to my mother's room and like lay next to her, because I was scared shitless. And I didn't want to jump out of bed either and run in there, because I always had the fear that once I jumped out of bed, something was gonna grab my feet from underneath it and pull me under. So it was this like battle in my head. Okay, do I jump and do I risk it? Do I try to run to get to my mom's room, or do I just lay here petrified? But I usually ended up running to my mom's room because I was kind of a chicken as a kid. So the next morning I went back to the closet and I was like, I need to find out what this was, what fell, what is going on. And I opened up my closet door, and do you guys remember the My Buddy dolls? They almost look like Good Guy dolls, but they were the My Buddy dolls. I had one of those in my closet, and I don't know how, but somehow it fell off of the closet shelf forward and hit the door and hit the ground. I don't know how it fell. The way that I remember putting it up there, I don't think there's any way it could have fallen on its own. I could have been wrong. I'm a kid trying to shove it up there. Could have just fallen on its own. Who knows? But it was something, it terrified me that night when that happened. And I don't know. I thought at the time it was something paranormal because, like I said, I don't think there's any way something could have pushed that, or I don't think there's any way that it could have fallen on its own. But I mean, what do I know? I was a kid at the time. I could have just put it up there all sloppy and it fell, but I don't know. The feeling I got that night, and you know, the other thing about it too was that ticking noise that I heard in the closet right before it fell. It was just weird to me that like I was hearing things in the closet before it fell. So did a ghost push it off the shelf? I don't know. But there's some other stuff I'm going to tell you coming up that may lead you to believe that maybe there was something more paranormal happening in my house as a child. I don't think I grew up in a haunted house. I don't think I grew up in a haunted house because we didn't have stuff happening all the time, but we had stuff happen every now and then. The next thing is something that terrified me, and this is one that still, when I think about it now, it still kind of like sends a chill down my spine, because it was one of those things where when it happens to you, do you know that kind of fear that you get where you are just paralyzed and cannot move? That's how this experience left me. So I was laying in bed one night, and my bed, at that time I had one of those like day beds. So underneath it was just like a spring, and then if you laid on it, you kind of sunk down a little bit. So I had one of those day beds with the spring, and I was laying in bed. I don't remember if I had already fallen asleep or if I was just about to fall asleep, but I remember hearing something say my name, and it was like a whisper to the left of me. It was like somebody whispering, Michael. And as soon as I heard that, I kind of froze a little bit, and I thought, you know, like, is this really happening? Is something saying my name, or is this my imagination? And not more than 5-10 seconds after that, I'm still laying there, but I feel something kick from the bottom of my bed. And I mean kick, where it hit my back and made me like bounce up off of the bed. It wasn't like something just tapped the bottom. It hit the bottom of my bed really hard. And I remember being so petrified. I did not want to move. I did not want to get out of bed, because if something's kicking me from under the bed, if I get out of bed, it's gonna grab my legs and drag me to hell, right? So I laid there. It was probably 5 minutes that I laid there, but for me, it seemed like I laid there for an hour, just terrified, wanting to run, but not being able to get the courage to run out of the room. Which is weird to me now, because it takes a lot to scare me now. When I go to do investigations at different haunted locations, the ghosts don't really scare me. It's usually people that scare me. Like, especially if I'm going somewhere that's outdoors, I'm more afraid of some psychotic person coming up to me with a knife or a gun than I am a ghost or a demon. But again, that was another one of the times where I finally did jump out of my bed, ran to my parents' room, and laid there. Whenever I was scared, I always ran to my parents' room if they were sleeping in their room, and I would lay on the side of their bed with like my pillow and my blanket. Or sometimes my mom would fall asleep on the couch, and there was a couch and then like a coffee table in front of it, and so I would lay in between the couch and coffee table with my blanket. Which kind of leads me into the next thing, which is really kind of creepy. I remember it was one of the nights that I got scared and I ran out into the living room. I was laying between the couch and the coffee table. And I remember waking up in the middle of the night and looking to the dining room, because you could see the dining room from the living room. And I remember we had a circular dining room table. I remember I saw these little, I don't know, they kind of looked like humans. I couldn't really tell because they were far away, but I remember they were little and they were dancing around my dining room table and they were all holding hands. Now this could have been a dream because it sounds freaking out there, right? But I swear I was awake when it happened. It was the weirdest thing I'd ever experienced. Now, I don't believe in fairies and that kind of stuff. I don't know. I just don't believe in that. Doesn't mean it's not real, doesn't mean it's not out there. It's just something that I've never experienced. I don't know. It's just one of those things I'm like, fairies. I don't know. But I don't know what it was. Was it my imagination? Was I dreaming? Was there something there that night? I don't know. See, this is fun where we just get to hang out and talk about like creepy experiences. And what I'm really looking forward to is not having to like heavily edit this video. Like, it's gonna be so nice to just edit a video for once and it not take 4 days to edit. Like, I could probably edit this in just an hour or two, which is amazing. Because sometimes I do get burnt out as a creator, because I don't know if all of you know this or not, but I have a full-time career as well. You know, I went to college for my career. I love what I do. YouTube has never meant to be a career for me. If it ever turned into that, that'd be great. But I have a career that I went to college for, and it takes up a chunk of my time during the day, so I can't just go filming every night and edit all day, and you know what I'm saying? Like, YouTube isn't my main thing. So sometimes I get burnt out with working and then traveling to film videos and then editing videos and then filming videos again and then going back to work, and then, you know, I'm married also, so spending time with my husband and like the chores around the house. So it's gonna be nice to just sit down and like film a really quick video and edit it really quick and get it out to you guys. I hope you guys like this video. I don't know. If you do like this video, put a little ghost emoji down there so I know you're enjoying it too. I have one more like really scary thing that happened, but I didn't actually experience it. It was something that my parents experienced while living with them. It's probably one of the creepiest things that had happened in my house. My parents were both home. My mom woke up in the middle of the night because she heard what sounded like somebody going up and down our basement stairs. And she sat there for a little bit, listened to it, and she could just keep hearing what sounded like somebody moving up and down our basement stairs. Of course, it scared her enough to where she woke my dad up, and he went to his closet. I think he said he got his gun, I'm not sure, but he woke up, got his gun, walked out to the dining room, because he had to walk down a hallway and then to the dining room, the kitchen, and then there was our basement door. At that time we had a dog, so once he got to the dining room, our dog was sitting out there just staring at the basement door. Like, even when he entered the room, she didn't even turn to look at him, she just stared at the basement door, which is really, really creepy, because they usually say, or they say that pets can sometimes pick up on paranormal activity or spirits more than we can. So my dad kept going, he got to the basement, went downstairs, turned on all the lights, looked around the entire basement, couldn't see anything weird, anything out of the usual. So I went back upstairs. They both got back into bed, and not long after getting back into bed, they started hearing like somebody walking up and down the basement steps again. And so once again, he went down there, searched the whole basement, couldn't find anything. They got back into bed and then didn't hear anything anymore for the rest of the night. But I mean, how creepy and weird is that both of my parents were hearing the footsteps. When they went out there, my dog was staring at the basement door, and when he went down there, he didn't find anything out of the normal. As like it didn't look like anything was, like, nobody broke in because the windows weren't open or smashed or anything like that. So it wasn't like somebody got into the basement, because he didn't find anybody down there. So I don't know, it's still a mystery what happened tonight. I, of course, slept through the whole thing, apparently, because, you know, a girl needs her sleep. But those are pretty much my only, I don't know, unless I can think of some later, those are the only paranormal experiences that I can think of that happened to me while I was a child. I don't know how people have all these experiences to talk about, because I don't know, it just didn't happen to me that much. And even now, any experiences that I have, I usually get on camera for you guys, whether I'm out investigating or if I'm at home. Remember the video that I had, and you could hear like that movement up above me? Like, whenever I talk to you guys about experiences that I've had, I like to have evidence to back it up, because if you don't have evidence to back it up, then it's just a story. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what I do as an investigator. I go to these places, and when I'm there, I try to leave the camera running a lot of the time. I can't obviously leave it running the entire time, because can you imagine editing 8 hours worth of footage? Like, having to go through 8 hours of footage, that would be a lot. But that's why I try to film a lot when it happens. Turn that camera on right when it starts or anything like that, because there's a lot of people that they'll go to places to investigate, but everything happens to them off camera. And I'm like, well, like, I understand that sometimes things happen off camera, but how come nothing happens to you on camera and it's all off camera? Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not calling anybody a fake or liar, starting drama, or blah, blah, blah. I'm just telling you how I do my shit, okay? That's all. And when I go places, I like to leave my camera running. And a lot of times, if something happens off camera, I don't even put it in there, because there's no proof, and that defeats the purpose of catching evidence. Is if I just tell you stories all the time and I don't have any proof, then why even film when I'm doing my investigations? I might as well just go there, investigate, and then come home and tell you guys everything that happened. You know what I'm saying? But I hope you guys enjoyed just sitting down with me for this quick video, just chatting a little bit, telling you guys about some of my experiences as a child. Of course, I didn't film those as a child, because when I was a child, we didn't have cell phones, and we did have video recorders, but they were like, do you remember those, some of you might not, but do you remember those big ones you had to put on your shoulder, like the dad cams? Like, that's what we had when we were growing up. So I wasn't able to just whip out a phone or a camera and record what was happening to me. And I was a kid. I probably wouldn't have anyway, because I was terrified. But like I said, I'm going to have another Missing 411 video coming up. That video did surprisingly well. I didn't think it was going to do that well, because it's not like paranormal, but I'm glad people enjoyed it, and I plan on doing another one of those. Like I said, I have the research part of it kind of done. I just have to sit down and film it, which is kind of a pain for me. Doing, like, filming those type of videos is hard for me, because I feel like I have a lot of information that I want to get through in the correct way, and I feel like when I have to, like, do something scripted, I just tumble over my words all the time, and it just never comes out right. So those are hard for me to film. But besides that, I'm still trying to find some more locations to go to. I'm kind of brainstorming some other ideas, so there are plenty more videos coming. They may not be every week anymore, because when I went with Kyla and Joey and Brittany and all them, we were able to film a lot, and so that I had all those stuff filmed and I could just edit and have one out every week. So I might not have something out every week anymore. It might be like every other week, but who knows? We'll play it by ear. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, if you did, give it a like. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.